Assalamu alaikum Facebook fam. This Top Cat Productions, Kaba Kashif Muhammad. And family, this is my testimony against the nations, part 2. As in part 1, I took y'all to the root of creation, that power of darkness, okay, that dark region of the universe, the womb of the universe that produced life, okay. Just like in part 1, I will have to take you to the root of the universe in order to get you to understand the knowledge that I'm trying to present to you. Okay. Total darkness. Okay, the womb of the universe, that black dark region of space is force and power. This is the magnetic force or gravitational force that's so powerful, okay, that it moves the earth around the sun at a rate of 1,037 miles per hour. Okay, this earth is rotating around the sun at a rate of 1,037 miles per hour, and we don't even know it. Okay, this gravitational power, okay, is keeping the water, the ocean waters, from overflowing into the mainland. Okay. This power has such magnetic force that it enables birds to fly and soar through the sky and give the birds balance. This is balance that we're talking about here. Okay? This is balance that we're talking about here. Force and power of darkness. It gave birth to life. This force and power of darkness produced life. Okay? This is a life producer. This is where all life originates from. This is where life is the air, the breath of life is what I'm talking about. It's what this force of power of darkness produced. The air that we are breathing, the air that all people are breathing on this earth, okay, is power, is force, is creative energy, okay, it's spiritual energy. Okay, what we're breathing is what keeping us alive. Is the air that we're breathing, and the air that we're breathing is spiritual, energetic, creative energy. Okay, this power of darkness produced life. How long was this life, this creative energy, this powerful spiritual force, this breath of life? How long was it in our universe? How long was it in that region of darkness? We don't know. Okay, there was no matter there. There was no mind. There was no body there to calculate the time. All it was the breath of life. Okay, we have a positive calculation of the time that life, that creative energy, that breath of life that we are breathing, that the entire world is breathing. We have a proper calculation of the time that life emerged out of the darkness. And that was around 78 trillion years ago, when life emerged out of darkness, made a motion and moved out of the dark and came into our view as a revolving light. That life subsequently produced an atom, or should I say matter. Okay? If we take a magnifying glass and hold it up in the atmosphere, a powerful microscope, we can see the very atoms in the atmosphere that we are breathing. Okay? The atoms in the atmosphere is the same thing that we see right here on this earth. If you crack one open, you will see the same thing that the earth consists of. Okay, we are breathing atoms, the breath of life. Okay, without air, we can't live. The body, the flesh and blood, don't look at the flesh and blood, because that goes back to the earth from which it came. It is the breath of life that gives us life. It is the air that we're breathing that gives us life. And that life was produced by total darkness. The force or power of darkness produced this life. And that life subsequently produced matter, or an atom, that rotated and revolved in the womb of the universe, building itself up into an earth, or 4 elements: earth, wind, fire, and water. And from those 4 elements, from that earth, our first black god was molded into shape. And that black god subsequently molded other black people from the soil of the same Adam that he was created on, that he was self-created on. So we all, the whole black nation is from that Adam that energetic life produced. Okay, we all, the entire black nation, okay, is from that one Adam that life produced after life emerged out of the dark. So if life emerged out of the darkness and produced the matter that rotated into an earth from which the black nation came, then the life belongs to us. Life belongs to the black nation. Okay, the atom, the matter that life produced is the earth. And we are the first ones that come out of the earth. So the earth belongs to the black nation. Life belongs to the black nation. After the black nation got here, then one of our scientists, seeing that black people had the potential for 2 people, that we had 2 people in us, a brown germ and a dark germ. He grafted the white nation out of the black nation by killing the dark babies, saving the light-skinned ones, making the light-skinned ones grow up and reproduce and have more kids until the babies was lighter. They'll see which one's the lightest and they'll kill the darker ones, save the lighter ones. The first 200 years, we had all brown-skinned Japanese people. They kept on through the grafting process, killing the dark babies, saving the light-skinned babies, making the light-skinned ones grow up, have sex, and reproduce until the babies got lighter. They'll kill the darker ones, save the lighter ones. The second 200 years, yellow-skinned Chinese people got here. Okay? Another 200 years of grafting, and the white nation got here. So now we have a genetically weak, natured race of people. The Chinese people, the Japanese people, the white nation, they are genetically inferior to the solid black nation. They cannot grasp the power of darkness. Okay? Each nation submits to the power of darkness. Each nation submits to the life, this breath of life that we're breathing. This breath of life that we're breathing is energetic power. It's spiritual power. It's spiritual power in the air that we're breathing. It's spiritual force. The force and power of darkness channels itself through the life, the air that we're breathing. And the black nation have the nature to submit to that force of power that's channeling itself through the breath of life. The other nations, which is the white nation, their nature are weak. Okay? They can breathe the breath of life, but they're not going to reach that spiritual force of power that's channeling itself through the breath of life. Okay? That spiritual force, that energetic power is not going to reach the mind, the nature of the white nation because of the nature in which they was made. But that black nation, the black original nation that has the nature that came out of the total darkness, okay? That came up out of the total darkness, that life that produced that matter, that produced that earth, that produced that black nation is the original nation that has the nature for that force of power, that creative energy to channel itself through when breathing that breath of life. Okay, any other nation, they can breathe the air, but they're not, the forces and power that's in the air is not going to reach them. Okay, we are the original. Life belongs to the black nation. The earth belongs to the black nation. Okay, but we've been living on this earth We've been living on this earth for 78 trillion years. We have been ruling in peace. Okay? The force of power that channels itself through the air that we are breathing, that connects us to that dark region of space, is Islam. Okay? This is the force of power that illuminates the mind of the black nation and enables the black nation to bring forth a law, to bring forth a will, to bring forth truth, to bring forth righteousness, to build a civilization of peace and truth and righteousness, which is Islam. Okay? So we are the only nation that's on this earth that's capable of building a society of peace, truth, and righteousness. Okay? Just think about it, fam. When we was over there in Africa, look at Imhotep, the god of medicine. He gave the world medicine. Look at all the gods of Egypt. We the ones that established mathematics, geometry. We the one brought the world trigonometry, algebra. We are the founding fathers of civilization. We are the original. We are the ones that brought the world geometry. We are the nation. We are that nation. We are that self-created nation that derives from the power of darkness, from the forces and power of darkness. 78 trillion years we've been living in peace. We was in what the Bible calls the Garden of Eden. The Garden of Eden is nothing more than the spirituality of the black nation, the essence or nature of the black nation, that force of power of darkness that channels itself through the black nation. That is what the Garden of Eden is all about. And that force and power is Islam. Okay? That truth and righteousness, that righteous creative energy, okay, that channels itself through the breath of life, that the black nation has the nature to connect with when breathing the air, is Islam. And that's the religion that we've been living in all our lives. That's all we know. As soon as the white nation come into power, as soon as the yellow-skinned Chinese come into power, as soon as the brown-skinned Japanese come into power, as soon as the other nations come into power, because all the other nations on the earth come into power and come on the earth through after the grafting, after they was grafted, they mix and mingle. The Chinese, the Japanese, the white nation, the black nation, all these four nations mix and mingle with each other, and this is how we get the Guatemalans and the Mexicans and the different nations of people. As soon as these different nations of people come on the earth, our nation is destroyed. We are the ones that put them in power. One of our gods put them in power, but they was put in power for a reason. Okay? He, Allah God, had to have rulers to rule in the new world. So all the wickedness that was in the black nation had to be brought to the forefront to let the black nation see what's in them. Okay, let you see exactly what's in you. Okay? So that you can make your mind up what you want to follow. You want to follow your lower desire. You want to follow your lower self, which is what was grafted up out of you. All this evil that's in the world, all this evil that's in the world is nothing but your lower desire. The body of desires. That's all it is. So He, Allah, had to put in your face to let you see what's in you so that you can make up your mind on what you want to follow. Okay? He, Allah, had to prepare rulers, because now the God of the earth, which is Allah, is finna take his place as ruler of the entire earth forever and ever. So he had to put wickedness and evil on the earth to burn the dross off the people, off the black nation. Separate the ones that want to do right, because we all got our free will. Put evil and filth in your face so that you can make up your mind which one you want to follow. And the ones that don't want the world of evil, the ones that refuse to follow the world of evil, those are the ones that he's going to use as the foundation of the new world, the kingdom of heaven that's about to come into place. So this is why the white nation and all other nations and all the evil that's on the earth is on the earth. It's on the earth for a reason. It's on the earth to purify the people, to purify the black nation, to burn all the dross of the black nation, to get the purest of the black nation and take the purest and the righteous of the black nation, the righteous ones, the ones that want to do right, and use them as the foundation and rulers of the new world that's about to come in, the kingdom of heaven. So now, as soon as the white nation and all these other nations get on the earth, now the whole world is in chaos and confusion. We got drug users on the earth. 23.5 million Americans are addicted to alcohol and drugs. That's approximately 1 in every 10 Americans over the age of 12. Roughly equal to the entire population of Texas. But only 11% of those with an addiction receive treatment. 23.5 million people are walking around here addicted to drugs and alcohol. My God, family. All we see is drugs on our streets. Every corner we've been is drugs, drugs, drugs. We go to the store, it's paraphernalia. We go to the store, it's alcohol lying all up and down the wall. Every street corner is drugs on every street corner. They say the Chinese is manufacturing the flocker that's killing all our black babies out here. All our lives, that's all we see is drugs. We watch our kids get shot down in the middle of the streets for decades, blowing each other's brains out for decades, off of drugs. Drugs is the root foundation of all this mass confusion, all these drive-by shootings, all these people out here dying. Drugs. We watch our women give birth to our babies out here. The babies come out the womb of the mother shaking. They haven't even came into life yet and addicted to drugs. Poisoned by the drugs of that all these nations is bringing over here to America to poison the mind of the black nation. And we tired. We are tired of watching our babies come out the mother's womb shaking like a leaf on a tree. They grow up with mental defects. They grow up with mental defects. And then you say, well, they had a choice. They chose to smoke drugs. They chose to sell drugs. Why would you put drugs in front of a child and then tell that child he got a choice? Take the drugs out from around the child and the child won't have to make no wrong choice. Stop bringing these drugs around these kids and poisoning our babies, man. We are tired of your drugs. Now I'm going to tell you what's about to happen. He, Allah, God, is tired. This black man they call Allah is a black man. He's a black God. He's the God that created the universe. He's a God that created all that we see. He's a God that created it all. He's a God that derives from the force and power of darkness. He's a God that created this black nation. There's no God but Allah. That's the only God that ever was, and it's the only God that there ever will be. And God is tired. He's about to roar like a lion, man. You don't have much time. Okay? You need to square up with justice with this black nation, man. You need to square up, and I'm talking about all you nations. All you nations on this earth. White nation, Chinese nation, Japanese nation, all you nations that's doing all this evil to God's black people, man. You need to apologize. You need to apologize, man. You need to apologize to these black people, man, that you have destroyed. The Spanish, you Spanish people, you laid the map out through the transatlantic slave trade. You the ones that made the routes to bring the slaves to America. The Portuguese and the Spanish did that. You did that. Once we got to America, our women was raped. Once we got to America, our people was murdered. We were slaved like dogs for 400 years. You have a chance. You have a chance, man. Allah's hand is stretched out still. Out of all the evil that you did, the hand of Allah, He is so merciful that His hand is stretched out still. His hand is stretched out still. You have to square up with justice with this black nation, man. Reparations, man. Repair the damage. Repair the damage that you have done to this black nation. And I'm talking about you, white race. I'm talking about you, Chinese man, that's bringing all this flakka, this drugs over here to America. I'm talking about you Colombian man that bringing all this cocaine over here to America. I'm talking about you, Hispanic man that's bringing all this dope over here to America and poisoning the minds of these black babies out here. Because you're piling it up and right in the black community. You have to make reparations. Y'all have to get together, make reparations, man. Apologize for your evil. Make amends, repair the damage, man. Apologize to these black people, man. Take your dope out our communities. And white nation, what you need to do, you need to square with justice, man, because you ain't got much time. Because that black God is tired. He's about to roar like a lion. That's what you need to do. This is my testimony against the nation, part 2. Stay tuned for part 3.